past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap that fast to the money low. I'ma grab brown man when it come back. I'ma give back my bad when the check hit the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like 10.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans.
Set 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here we go, here we go. Nate Reed. Keep it up, keep it up. 2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Bravo! Go out!
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. In for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Slap. Slap. Snap.
Now a give right side. Braxton. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got a man. It's Brown. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check. Good. I got motion. Mike's 50.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop it? Walk, that's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
30 base.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. St. Clair. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
21-3 is your score after 1.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
21. Titans 3.
Hey, pick your game up. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, team. Here I come.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Braxton. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Go! Hey, lock it. AP Gator. Check.
2nd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Watch out.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd down now, St. Clair. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm 6-6. Pull it high. Big rip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Indy.
That's the way. Hatchet.
Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. The Niners are able to stretch their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Strong right. 3 down. Watch 81.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets it down to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Complete to number 17. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 6 yards. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch the safety creep. Tight dog. 61. Match up. Here we go.
On 3rd down, St. Clair. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up to throw. And a big one across here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Oh, get your swerve on. 57's Mike. Mike 57. You. Check.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Shift.
Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
2nd and 4. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Braxton, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
Watch the slant.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check, let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on, because right now he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll come out in the pistol from back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
5.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. from 3 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Go 58's the mic. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 58.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
12 at the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And the 49er 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his... Second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hayward. 50.
Second and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On third down, St. Clair, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Niners on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Let him know.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
57, Mike.
He'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at third and a few inches. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Watch the pass.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant.
They'll keep it on the ground. Braxton. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers,